Thank you for tuning in to Think Tech Friday. I'm your host, Attila Seress, and our show, Next Big Thing, gives people who are doing interesting, innovative things a place to share them with the world. Today, with us on the show is Will Schmidt, and he's got an awesome new product that he's doing here in Hawaii. It's called Fly Hi Oahu. Or Fly Hi Hawaii, is that right? Yeah, that's it. And it is probably the coolest thing that you have ever seen. So if you've ever wanted to be a superhero and thought it'd be so nice if you could just get off the ground and fly, like, I don't know, Iron Man, you can now do it with this big thing that's right here next to me. So since we're moving the camera, here we go. So let's bring it over. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? So this thing right here does what my little iPad is showing, which I'm not sure if you can tell, is pretty much you hook it up to a jet ski. It allows you to become a dolphin or a flying man, or just someone who just feels great from being awesome and flying in the air. So I'm too excited to talk about this. So Will, why don't you tell me about why you decided to let's move this off to the side so we can actually see your face, because this thing is cool. Why don't you tell me your story? Why did you decide to do this?
Yeah.
You had a regular day job before this, right?
Yeah, bizarrely enough. So the Flyboard is amazing. The first time I did it, I quit my job. And started this company, and I'm really excited to bring it here to Hawaii and bring it to the people out there. We have lots of different things you can do on the board. You can do backflips. You can, like you said, you can go in and out of the water like a dolphin. And you can
so
go
cool.
About, yeah, isn't it? And you can go almost.
You can point.
35. Yeah, exactly.
That's you, right?
It is me. Yeah, that's totally me on there. I'm probably only about 20 feet in the air on that, and you can go up to about 35 or 40 feet.
Whoa.
And then you're going right on top of the jet ski. So how it works is it hooks up to a jet ski, and actually technically it's an accessory to a personal watercraft. And so you snap on like a U-bolt on the back of the jet ski, and then all the water that should be coming out of the jet ski, propelling the jet ski forward, is redirected through a fire hose that then hooks up to this bad girl over here. And then it comes up, it splits in two and comes out on either side of your feet right there. So if you can see.
And it's not even that heavy. I mean, it seems, if you can pick it up.
Heavy.
Yeah.
This is where it splits off, and then it comes down like that. And then the user stands on the board here. And then it's really fairly easy to do.
Just kind of shake your hips around.
Yeah, you bring the board right underneath you, and then you stand up, and it's odd because it's one of the only sports that you lock your knees out for. You lock your knees out straight like Iron Man. Iron Man doesn't bend his knees, right? Unless he's turning or something like that. You lock your knees out straight, and then you'll get up, you'll just pop right out of the water. The first time that you go and you're in the water and you rise up out of the water is the coolest feeling in the whole world.
Oh, so you go out kind of like on a boat, and then you strap this thing to your feet, you jump in the water,
exactly,
and then you just rise out of the water.
Yeah. I've flown about 5,000 people now, and it's just amazing. And I very rarely will ever have anybody not get up. Everybody gets up, and I've flown an 81-year-old man, a guy who weighs 375 pounds. All different kinds of people, boys, girls, everybody can experience a flyboard.
So this is all ages? Is there like a minimum age?
Yeah, right now we're 18 and up just for our boat and everything. So, but anybody, there have been in other countries, there's been the inventor's son flew, and he was maybe 4 years old or so.
4 years old.
He's, the inventor's son. But yeah, right now we're 18 and up.
And so where can you do this? Can you do this all over Hawaii, or is it just certain spots?
Actually, it is regulated. As it follows the exact same precautions as a jet ski. So you either have to be 3,000 feet from shore, or you can come out with a company like myself, and we go ahead and we do it right near Sand Island, right off of Sand Island.
And what was this made for originally? Is this made for entertainment originally, or was it?
It was,
okay.
yeah. And people always are thinking different ways to use them, for kind of industrial purposes, like cleaning the sides of a boat or something like that. Yeah, it's been talk of, but really it's just, it's the most fun thing you can do on a Saturday afternoon, or any day of the week for that matter. So
Now, I know I've tried kite surfing. Have you tried kite surfing?
I have, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's an experience right there.
It is, yeah.
But man, the setup is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you gotta lay out your equipment, then you have to untangle it, then you have to try to drag it to the beach without killing someone, then you have to get into the water without killing yourself, and
Exactly.
and something like this sounds like it's a little bit simpler.
Yeah, and we take customers out with Fly Hi Oahu, and we get them in and out in about a half hour. Is your experience time out there. So people can call 808-2-FLY now.
808-2-FLY.
2-FLY now.
Oh, that's a vanity number. That's a
I
good
know.
number.
Yeah, it took us a while, but it was worth it. So yeah.
Well, I want to hear a little bit more about the mechanics that go into this. So,
Yeah.
So this seems like it looks like a commercial grade product, but it looks like
It is.
something that anyone can buy, right?
Yeah, actually, we do sell them.
Sorry, I just want to
as
touch
well.
it.
Oh
This
no,
is cool.
please go ahead. Go ahead. It's cast iron.
It's got a big pipe here, yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and it swivels. If you can see, here, grab the bottom of it.
Okay,
and
yeah.
it swivels like that, so the hose can go from one side to the other, and then on the bottom of where the hose hooks up,
Mm-hmm.
there's a pivot on there. If they can see right here on that, it has a ball bearing, self-cleaning ball bearings that allow it so that if you turn, the hose doesn't get kinked.
Oh,
Okay?
that makes
so
sense.
that the
Like a
hose
helicopter.
Spins. Yeah, exactly. The hose spins, so you could stand on top and just turn around just spin around. I can do about 5 or 6 in a row of just. You kind of lock the board on the side, and then you can just spin around. You can see them in the video, or on flyhioahu.com. We have.
Yeah, I saw that website. Now that's all you doing stuff, right?
No, we have a couple girls in there. Some other people in and around the island. So, yeah. Oh, and in this video, the promo video, there's lots of people in that video. And if you just Google Flyboard, it'll be one of the things that comes up.
Well, it looks like there's several maneuvers here. So why don't we talk about some of these maneuvers? I'm not sure if we can. We're trying to get this in the background here, but let's see. So it looks like you can go underwater. So I saw a guy going underwater there, like a dolphin, like a real dolphin. How do you do that?
Basically, I can teach almost anybody to do that in about a half hour, if they kind of catch on to it, which most people do. You can. Basically, what you do is you're standing straight up on the board with your knees locked out, and you really just dive into the water. And you want to stay pretty low, pretty shallow. People really don't go more than 3 or 4 feet under. And then the exact same process of getting the board underneath you, and you kind of arch your back and point your toes a little bit, and that board will come underneath you, and then you can stand back up, and you just repeat the process. So you just go ahead and dive back down in the water again, stand up, dive down, stand up, and that's how you dolphin.
Do you need goggles for that, or?
Actually, no. Goggles tend to, as soon as you hit the water, they just kind of tend to rip off of your face. So we don't use goggles. You just close your eyes, and if you get good and you're in clear water and everything, you can open your eyes and be pushed through underwater, which is absolutely amazing experience.
Because you're just going, and it looks like this is mostly ocean based. Is this something you could do freshwater also?
Yeah, you can do freshwater and saltwater. Anywhere where you can use a jet ski, you can use a flyboard. So that's how they work.
I mean, this doesn't endanger wildlife or anything like that.
No, actually, that's why it's so regulated. Is they don't want you away from all the coral and anything like that. So that's why it's the same way as a jet ski, because really it's just the thrust of a jet ski, which has existed since the 70s. So that's been around. But yeah, you don't go over any coral or anything like that. We're very respectful about anything like that, and we have a little place where we do it in Key Lagoon. That's all regulated for it.
I saw some other guys over here in the video that were doing it over a sandbar.
Yeah.
Over sand. Can you do it over land too, or is that?
Yeah, you like professionals can. We've even had some pros do it in a swimming pool and stuff like that. But yeah,
swimming pool.
Yeah,
now we're talking.
Yeah.
House cleaning services, as long as you have a swimming pool.
There you go. You just would be good enough that you wouldn't fall, because that would hurt. So when you fall into water, we set you down. I know about, and all of our instructors know about 10 or 15 seconds before you're going to fall, before you realize that you're going to fall. So we just go ahead and set you down into the water, nice and gentle, and it's you know, everybody has a great time doing it. So.
Well, so when you say set you down, so it seems to me like there's more going on here we haven't talked about yet.
We haven't got to. The instructor is on the jet ski, and actually we communicate with the person on the flyboard, so via radio helmet.
Yeah, you got an awesome picture here of you wearing what looks like a very fancy helmet.
They're awesome. They're controlled with magnets, and
let's move this over
there
so
we
we
go.
can see it.
And they have speakers in them. So and they're completely waterproof. So the customer goes into the water.
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah, here you go. The customer goes into the water, and they're on the flyboard. The instructor is talking to them on a radio on the jet ski. The instructor's in control of the throttle, so whenever you start, falling or getting out of control or anything like that, we just go ahead and set you down into the water and let off of that throttle. But you'd think that the instructor controls how high you go, and that's true to an extent. But it really has to do with much more so where you put the jets, the nozzles. Because if you put them behind you and you point your toes, those jets are going to be shooting slightly behind you, so you're going to lose altitude. But if you stand flat feet, just like how you stand on shore, you go ahead and you'll rise straight up to the top, because that's how they're designed.
And that's what you're doing here. You're just kind of just standing.
Yeah, just standing there, enjoying life 25 feet in the air.
Now, so this one here is the waterproof helmet that makes it all happen.
Yeah.
And then you had something else down here.
Oh, this is
another
just
toy.
the radio that our instructors carry. So they go ahead and.
So this is a waterproof
try it
radio
on.
also. Yeah.
This actually is stored in the compartment.
Can I put this on?
Yeah, let's see if it works.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
I'm ready to
Testing.
fly. Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Pretty weird, right? Yeah.
Wow.
And you can jump in the water like that, and they're completely waterproof.
So I could go
cool.
under the water. They could say, "Pull up, stop."
Stop doing that, and and it's easier. It just makes it easier to train people, because we can give you real time advice on how to maneuver, and how to say that was really good, or try to put your weight forward, or anything like that. So it just makes it a lot easier on our instructors, and we can teach it to clients much quicker. It's about 5 minutes, and we'll get anybody up in the air.
Well, it seems like it's a new sport. I mean, I'd never seen this until a few days ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you mentioned earlier that it was started, in 2011?
2011, yeah,
That's
right on
really
the cusp
new.
of 10 and 11, and that's when it was invented, and then they started selling them in like December of 2012 or so. Or a little bit earlier than that, but in 2012 they started selling them.
That's not a good time to launch.
Yeah, I
That was supposed to be the end.
It was actually right in the I think it was spring of 2012, and they eventually got it spread all over the world now, and it's actually fairly popular. It's really gaining popularity, but we're really excited to bring it to Hawaii here.
And it was invented in France, right?
It was by a French jet ski racer. He builds and designs jet skis that are really, really fast, and he invented this. And it's rumored that he built the first prototype in under a day.
Oh, under a day?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's a genius. His name is Frankie Zapata.
Frankie Zapata. And he's got a cool name, too.
He does, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so this is started, you saw this first, not here in Hawaii. Where did you see this?
I saw it on YouTube, actually, and that's really where I and I would keep my eye on it. And eventually they started selling them in Florida. So as soon as they did, I went down to Florida, and I was the third person in the United States to get aboard. And so it was really fun, because there were not a lot of instructional videos and stuff, so it was a lot of trial and error when I first started doing it, and then we met, and I partnered up with two guys here that are from Hawaii, and we're bringing it down here.
Wow. And so you do need a set of partners. I'm guessing that's because it's pretty expensive to kind of get the whole thing going.
Yeah, it's a pricey, and also, when you're moving to a newer area, it's nice to know some of the local people, because we want the locals to really, really enjoy this and, get out there and fly themselves. So, yeah, I partnered up with two other guys, and yeah, we're out here running it.
Are there like events, like competitions? Because I noticed in the videos there's multiple people going at the same time. Do they race, or how's it work?
Yeah, actually, it's more of like a judged freestyle event, and it was in Qatar. This I think they do them in the summers, and it's happened twice now, in 2012 and 2013, and guys from all over the globe go to the competition, and they go ahead and fly around, and it's judged, and people are now doing double backflips on these.
Double backflips?
Yeah, so you go up 30 feet, and then you do 2 backflips on the way down, and don't touch the water. I can do 1 backflip, but I haven't got my double down yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Spin around. You can spin around really quickly on them, because you put the jet ski up to a lot of thrust coming out of it, and then you tilt the board to the side, and it'll just spin you, so you can spin around really, really quick. If you watch any of the videos, you'll see guys doing it.
Are there different size jet skis that some have more power than others?
Absolutely.
Do you have really powerful jet skis for this, or do you just have mid-range?
Yeah, we usually teach people on one of the smaller skis. Really, it comes down to the instructor and how much thrust he's giving you. But we do have a large jet ski with a lot of horsepower that we use when we go out into the ocean and play around and everything. And you can get up very high with that thing.
So can you go long distance with this, or not really?
Yeah, you actually can. You can go for a whole tank of gas. As long as there's gas in that engine, you can just fly as much as you want.
But if this is connected to the water that's coming out of the jet ski, how does the jet ski move?
The jet ski is being towed. You tow the jet ski behind you, so that so as you go, that jet ski follows behind you.
So it's like a moving platform, because I've seen those, what's it called, snuba or whatever. It's just the opposite of this, but you go down.
Or you can go down, with maybe the wing.
Yeah, like a little thing under the water, and you
Yeah.
can kind of fool around. This goes above, and you can just drag it.
Yeah.
I say inter-island race. Wouldn't that be something?
There you go. That might harm the coral, but
Oh, if it's open ocean. Open ocean,
yeah, if
yeah.
it's open ocean, yeah. You can do it as long as you're 3,000 feet from shore.
And you don't have to worry about sharks?
Yeah. No, they're not coming near it.
No. Wow, awesome stuff. Well, I really want to try this out. So for our viewers, why don't you tell us the website, where they can go? Just remind us of the phone number.
Yeah, absolutely. The phone number is 808-2-FLY-NOW. That's 808-235-9669. And also you can check us out at Fly Hi. That's Hi. FlyHiOahu.com.
Cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing this on other islands. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah. We'll get there. Well, thanks so much for having me.
All right, well, really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Think Tech. Stay tuned. We're going to have more Think Tech for you. And of course, stay tuned next Friday when we're going to do the next big thing with some more awesome guests. So thank you and aloha.